Did you see this? Song Weilong appears with love bite at Gucci event. Fans point to Xiao Jinmai. It took less than 3 seconds for the internet to explode. One close-up photo. One sharp zoom. One dark mark on Song Weilong's neck that nobody could unsee. What was supposed to be a routine Gucci event instantly turned into one of the most talked about celebrity moments of the year. Fans were not asking about outfits anymore. They were not discussing brand ambassadors or runway themes. They were asking one shocking question. Did Song Weilong just appear in public with a love bite? And if so, why are so many people pointing to Zhao Jinmai? The image first surfaced through an unedited fan photo taken during the Gucci event. At first glance, everything looked normal. Song Weilong stood confidently, dressed in a sleek, Gucci look, calm expression, flawless styling. But then someone zoomed in. Right below his jawline, just above the collar, there appeared to be a faint but noticeable dark mark. Not a shadow, not a fold of fabric, a mark on skin. Screenshots spread faster than wildfire. Fans circled it, enhanced it, compared it across different angles and lighting. Within minutes, social media feeds were flooded with the same words repeated again and again. Love bite hickey, neck mark. And then came the name that pushed the situation into overdrive. Xiao Jinmai. The shock did not come only from the mark itself, but from the timing. Song Weilong had just appeared at the same Gucci event where Zhao Jinmai was also present. Rumors linking the two had already been simmering for months. Alleged private meetings, soft launch theories, emotional statements, quiet interactions, and now this. To fans, it felt like too much to be coincidence. The first wave of reactions was disbelief. Some fans insisted it had to be makeup, a shadow, or irritation from styling. Others argued that lighting at luxury events can create misleading effects. But as more photos emerged from different cameras, the mark appeared consistently. Same spot, same tone, same shape. That is when the speculation truly exploded. Netizens began comparing the mark to typical love bites, noting the placement, the uneven coloration, and the fact that it was not covered despite professional styling. Fans asked the obvious question. If it were makeup or irritation, why would a team as careful as Gucci's leave it visible at such a high-profile event? Then attention turned to Xiao Jinmai. Fans pointed out that she and Song Weilong had been seen interacting quietly at the event, not publicly affectionate, but comfortable, familiar calm. They noticed that Xiao Jinmai appeared relaxed, smiling softly, not avoiding proximity. To many, this behavior matched someone who was not worried about rumors because the truth was already settled privately. Old moments resurfaced instantly. Fans reposted clips of Song Weilong speaking about quiet relationships and emotional stability. They reposted Xiao Jinmai's past comments about valuing intimacy over display. Suddenly, those words felt less theoretical and more personal. Some netizens went even further, claiming that the mark was visible even before the main event began, suggesting it was not something that happened during the day. That detail alone sent imaginations running wild. If the mark appeared earlier, then the moment behind it had likely happened privately, not at the event. And that is where the Xiao Jinmai speculation grew louder. Supporters of the rumor argued that if Song Weilong was indeed in a relationship, Xiao Jinmai was the only name that fit the recent pattern. The Gucci event appearance, the soft launch energy, the lack of denials, the emotional alignment. To them, the love bite theory was not random gossip. It was the missing piece. Of course, not everyone agreed. Skeptical fans pushed back hard. They warned against jumping to conclusions based on a single mark. They argued that skin reactions, shaving irritation, or even mosquito bites can look similar. They emphasized that pointing fingers at Xiao Jinmai without confirmation was unfair. But even skeptics admitted one thing. The situation was unusual. In the past, when rumors reached this level, agencies moved quickly to control the narrative. Statements were released. Clarifications were issued. This time, there was nothing. No denial from Song Weilong. No explanation from his team. No response from Xiao Jinmai's side. Silence became the loudest sound. Entertainment bloggers weighed in carefully, using phrases like alleged neckmark and fan speculation. But even they acknowledged how intense the reaction was. Some suggested that if the mark was innocent, a simple clarification would have calmed everything. The fact that nothing was said only added fuel. Fans began analyzing body language again. They noted that Song Weilong did not seem uncomfortable when camera zoomed in. He did not adjust his collar excessively. He did not avoid close shots. To supporters, this suggested he was either unaware or unconcerned. Both interpretations raised questions. Xiao Jinmai's behavior was also watched closely. She did not appear startled by the renewed attention. She did not look tense. Her demeanor was calm, grounded, almost peaceful. Fans described her energy as someone who was not hiding, but not explaining either. As hours turned into days, the love bite theory took on a life of its own. Memes appeared. Fan edits circulated. Comment sections filled with debates that went far beyond the original photo. People were no longer just discussing a mark on a neck. They were discussing what it represented. To many, it symbolized intimacy crossing into public view. Others argued that even if it was a love bite, it did not automatically mean Xiao Jinmai was involved. But fans countered that the timing and context made it impossible to ignore her name. In celebrity culture, narratives are built not on proof alone, but on patterns, and the patterns surrounding Song Weilong and Xiao Jinmai had been forming for a long time. One detail fans kept returning to was the idea of a soft launch. Soft launches are not about announcements. They are about visibility without explanation. About letting fans see just enough to understand something is different. A visible love bite at a Gucci event, whether intentional or not, fit that concept perfectly. It was not hidden. It was not addressed. It simply existed. That alone felt like a statement. Still, it must be said clearly. There is no official confirmation. Song Weilong has not said the mark was a love bite. Xiao Jinmai has not been named. Agencies have not confirmed a relationship. Everything remains rumor, interpretation, and fan-driven speculation. But celebrity history shows that some of the biggest reveals did not start with words. They started with moments people could not explain away. As of now, fans remain divided, but deeply engaged. Some are convinced this was the most obvious hint yet. Others urge patience and respect. Everyone is watching closely. Whether the mark fades or becomes legendary, the Gucci event has already secured its place in fandom history. Not because of fashion, but because of a single detail that changed everything. Was it a love bite? Was it coincidence? Was it nothing at all? Until someone speaks, the question will remain unanswered, and the internet will not stop talking. Disclaimer: this content is based on online rumors, fan observations, and netizen speculation. There is no official confirmation from Song Weilong, Xiao Jinmai, or their agencies. This script is created for entertainment and discussion purposes only.